done it! I think we're in Antarctica based on me compass. I think we are glitching out noises. So, you may be wondering, what was with the glitching out noises? Man, that was crazy, dude. And I'll tell you. It was because today's video is about the one, the only Free Guy, the movie. And if you guys haven't seen it, it's an amazing movie. Personally, 9 out of 10 in my opinion. Very little things beat it. I think it succeeded where other movies had failed. You know, like your Wreck-It Ralphs, your Ready Player Ones. It was just that step above it. Pixels. That movie really did suck. This one was actually surprisingly good. Most video game movies, I go there with these gigantic expectations because you know they have so much potential, but they flop every single time. But this is not like it. You see, most of those, they just cram these references in there. Like, oh, you guys remember this one? You remember the Halo man? Well, he's in the movie along with his twin sister, Balo, who has appeared once in the comic book series. And you're like, this doesn't... The story is still shit. It's still a crappy story. It doesn't help that. But this one actually has a very sound story with just some subtle like details in the like behind the scenes, just in the background that don't really interfere with the actual storyline. And it also has some some references towards the end which work in perfectly. I'm not gonna lie, they had me unbelievably hyped. I'm not going to tell you exactly what they are because you might want to see it. I really suggest going to see it. When it comes out or just right now in theaters, but the ending with those references just, and there were ones that I was like, dang, that just really worked well. And basing it off of a Ryan Reynolds movie, it started off pretty much like one, but it slowly diverged into something more interesting in my opinion. It was more, I don't know, it was more fleshed out, I could say. And it was really, it had a solid plot line. It made sense. The ending, like the ending solution, made sense on like a technical standpoint. And it wasn't just like, oh my gosh, the reason we were able to do it was inside of us all along. It was friendship. It wasn't like that. It was really well made. The CGI was amazing, man. Like I'm not even telling you. I'm a CGI dude. Top line. There were some scenes that were a little fishy, like when they jumped out and they jumped on like the hang glider from Fortnite. That the hang glider didn't look the best, but everything else was pretty on point. I don't know. It dived into some deeper topics like simulation theory, which if you guys haven't seen, I have a video based on that, which is in the links below discussing it and everything. You know, always be plugging, man. And it dived into that, and then like the moral conflict along with that, because people die in there, kind of, and then like what exactly is wrong with that, and where do we stop with that? And that really is impressive that they dive into deeper topics on a more action movie, because more action movies, they tend to be surface level, you know, like Fast and the Furious. They don't dive into anything too deep. It's more punch the bad guy, punch the other bad guy, drop kick, curb stomp. And this one had those scenes in it, don't get me wrong, but it did have a little bit more behind it to like keep it moving. Also, I just like, personally, the soundtrack, man, there wasn't too many songs in it, but that Logic song, man, I was not expecting that. I'm personally a giant Logic fan, and you guys don't even know how hyped I was when they played, 100 Miles Running, I forget now, because that was my song like a couple years ago. I could do it word for word. The song had me hyped, man. I'm not going to even lie. And I personally don't play GTA really, but it worked so well as a movie, man. The constant chaoticness versus like the calm like scenes, it made them so amazing. And it fit along with like the idea that people have shorter attention spans now, because there was just stuff always exploding, man. And it made those scenes though that were a little bit more quieter, more subtle, really pop out as important scenes. Some of the stuff was a little cliche, I'm not gonna lie, like the ending scene between the main girl, I guess you could say, and like one of the side guys. But besides that, everything else top movie, man. I'm really glad I got to go see it with one of my close friends, my younger brother. It's a great time. And for only 2 hours about runtime, they really put a lot into it. It is just crammed, jam-packed with content, man. And it didn't seem too rushed, because even the ending, they explained everything really well. Most movies were like, oh, we killed the bad guy, hooray! And they jump up in the air, like the, what is it? I forget the movie now. Breakfast Club, maybe? They jump in the sky, and then it's done. And that's what most movies are like, but this one actually went, and they like, saw into the future, explained everything, what's going on, how it's going to work, and it was a very nice conclusion. I really did enjoy it. The end fight was, I'm not even going to kid you, it wasn't like the biggest thing I've ever seen, but it was just so cool, man. And the theater erupted. They're like, because it was so cool, dude. It was so awesome between guy and dude. And yeah, that being said, I think you guys should definitely watch it. One of the better movies I've seen in a while, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and just remember, if you're not guy, then you need to be the dude.
Money on my mind, so on to pay. Real out of time, never